Hey, sweetie. Do you know where your father is?
You mean stepfather?
Can we please not do this right now?
What? I'm not going to call Evan my father. He's only going to be a stepfather. I already have a dad.
Yes, I know, sweetie. I'm happy that you have such an amazing relationship with your father, but I think Evan would appreciate it if you called him dad as well.
What? He's only 33. If he were my father, that would mean he would have had me at 17.
People have kids at 17.
Yeah, that's not the point. I'm not calling Evan my father. He barely deserves the title of stepfather.
Don't be like that.
I don't mean to hurt your feelings or whatever, Mom. It's just how I see it. I mean, you've only been together for like a year, and you're already married.
I think you'll better understand when you're a divorced single mother in her late 30s. Adults don't have time to be fussy with dating and all that. When you know, you know.
Who says I'm getting married? Besides, when you know, you know. Does that mean if I met the person of my dreams tomorrow and knew I wanted to marry them, you'd let me?
Of course not. You're only 16.
Yeah, exactly. So when you know, doesn't make sense. Anyways, it's not like Evan even treats me like his kid. He's kind of mean to me.
No, he isn't. He just tells you to smarten up when you're acting out.
Acting out? I'm not acting out. I'm a teenager. I'm allowed to have emotions and feelings. And so what if I'm upset when I have to get rid of my piano? That was my piano.
I know, honey, but Evan was right. You don't play it as much, and it was taking up space in the living room.
It was only a keyboard. Surely everyone could have survived it being pushed up against the wall.
But still, you weren't playing it as much, and it was cluttering up the living room.
I don't play it as often because Evan complains of the noise.
You know how tired and irritated he gets after work.
Oh, yeah, totally. Remind me again, what does he do for work?
I think something has to do with sales. He doesn't like to talk about it a whole lot. I'm pretty sure it stresses him out.
Or he doesn't have a job.
Of course he has a job. He's gone for hours every day, and once in a while he comes back with cash.
Yeah, what kind of company pays its employees in cash?
Some adults don't like banks and prefer to cash their checks. You wouldn't understand.
Actually, I think I do understand quite well.
Are you talking about your volunteering at the bookshop? Honey, that's not a real job.
Fine, whatever. No, I don't know where your husband is.
Oh, so now he's being called my husband now?
Yeah, because he's not even a stepfather to me. He doesn't try to get to know me. I don't even think he knows what grade I am or what my middle name is.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course he knows things about you. I talk about you all the time because of how proud I am of you.
Yeah, but he's never asked me anything about myself. Like, ever.
He's a busy man, Hannah.
Yeah, sure he is.
Are you still going to visit your father this weekend?
I think so. I'll confirm with him today and let you know.
Okay, thank you. And can you please at least try to get along with Evan? For me?
Fine, I will.
Great. Thank you, honey.
Hey, are you using that computer monitor in your room?
What? Yes, of course. I use it for school.
But don't you have a laptop or whatever?
Yeah, but I also use my school monitor at home. It helps with eye strain.
Isn't it a bit selfish to need both?
What?
I'm just saying that it's a big privilege to have both, and I don't know if you've proven that you deserve it.
What?
Hey, don't use that tone with me. I'm your stepfather.
Excuse me? You're barely my stepfather. I don't know why you'd need my computer monitor anyways.
Maybe to teach you a lesson.
What does that even mean? Why would I need to be taught a lesson? That's for my schoolwork.
You already have a laptop. And I can't imagine that your mother is okay with you being so obsessed with having the best of everything. You become a spoiled brat.
What?
See, there's that attitude again. I think we need to confiscate your monitor for a while.
What? No!
Yeah, that seals it. You can't contain your emotions and you're being rude.
Being rude? How am I being rude? I need that monitor for school.
You have a laptop. Quit being so selfish. There are kids starving all over the world.
Okay. I don't think my not having a monitor is going to help them starve any less.
It will if I sell it and give the money to charity.
You can't be serious.
One more word out of you, and I swear I'll sell your monitor and give the money to charity.
Okay, fine. Take my monitor. Just don't sell it. I'll need it next week for a project.
I'll tell you when you need it back. You don't get to decide that. I'm the parent.
You're not my parent.
Okay, fine. Just for that, I'm taking your keyboard and things. How much did you pay for them?
What? Why would you need to know that?
Just never you mind, kid. It's adult things.
My goodness, fine. You can take it.
I'll think about giving it back.
What the hell?
Hey, I'll tell your mom what a bad kid you're being if you keep yelling at me like that.
I'm only texting you.
Yeah, but I can feel the tone you're using. Now, behave this weekend, and maybe I'll give you back your monitor next week.
Fine. I'm going to my dad's anyways.
Perfect.
Fine.
Hey, Sweet Pea. Just wanted to check and make sure you're still coming to my place this weekend. I have a lot of great father-daughter activities planned.
Yes, please. I wish I could go earlier.
Why? What's up, Sweet Pea?
It's nothing too bad. I'm just kind of getting fed up with Mom and Evan.
Why's that?
Well, Mom's just been on my back about me treating Evan like my father and whatnot. She says it'll be easier for everyone. But honestly, I think it'll be easier for her. I can't help but think that she sort of regrets marrying the guy.
Really? Why's that?
He's really secretive. He doesn't like talking about his past, his work, or anything like that. And he always goes out at weird hours too, and disappears without telling me or Mom where he is. Not to mention, he's pretty immature. He's trying to be the man of the house, but he's failing at it. He's such a stickler for things. You should have seen the look he gave me when I mentioned the school trip. I think he's being really stingy with the family's money too. Like, Mom usually gives me a bit of an allowance, but he somehow convinced her that it was unnecessary.
Don't you have a job, though? Do you really need an allowance?
I guess not. But they don't know I have a job. I'm saving as much as I can for my future.
Aw, I'm proud of you, honey.
Thanks, Dad.
That Evan character sounds like a piece of work. What did your mother see in him? I was confused by how quickly they got married.
I said something about that, and she basically told me that as an older adult, there's no time for the frills of dating and all that. That when you know, or whatever.
I disagree. I think it's that dating that really lets you know what kind of a person it is that you're potentially marrying. Even though we're nearing our 40s, I still think dating's important. I don't want you to just marry whatever person because you're sure about them.
Whoa, I think you're the first dad in history to want their daughter to date someone.
Haha. I meant when you're older, of course.
Shoot.
Haha. Anyways, I'm sorry that you're having a hard time adjusting to Evan being there. I know that it's a big change, but at least this weekend you can sit back and relax and hang out with your old man.
I can't wait, honestly. Also, I know my birthday is still a couple of weeks away, but could we maybe buy a new keyboard and keep it at your place?
Oh yeah, of course. Wait, I thought you already had that keyboard at your mother's place.
Yeah, but Evan sold it because it was cluttering up the living room.
Oh, really? That's kind of... Well, anyways, it's fine.
No, what were you going to say?
Well, I think it's a bit weird to sell your keyboard. I mean, you're a proficient player and have been playing piano for years. Why did your mom let him sell it?
That's what I was trying to say, but apparently I didn't play it enough. But that's only because Evan would get upset about the noise whenever I tried to play.
I'm really starting to not like this man.
You and me both. But don't tell Mom that. I want her to be happy, and if she's happy with Evan, then I'll leave it alone. There's still no way that I'm calling him father or even stepfather at this point. He's even taking my computer monitor and everything because of my attitude.
He's what? Don't you need that for school? That's why I bought it for you last year.
It does help with school. I use it literally every day. But he just kind of insisted on taking it.
Taking it where?
I don't know. He said that my attitude was bad and that I was being rude or whatever to him. So he's taking it out of my room. He said that if I behaved, I could get it back.
Okay. I'm seriously thinking that I need to sit down and have a conversation with your mother. Or at least call her.
Please don't. I don't want her to worry. She seems stressed out lately, and I don't want to stress her out more. Besides, if Evan finds out, he said he'll sell it and donate the money to charity.
Honey, he can't do that. I think I need to talk to your mother about this guy.
No, Dad, it's fine, honestly. I think he's just trying to be a father figure or whatever. Do you know how some parents take their kids' electronics away?
Yeah, but that's usually cell phones or whatever. Not computers that their kids use for schoolwork. This sounds like it's getting out of hand.
It's fine. I'll be at your place this weekend. Evan will be in a better mood, and then he'll give my monitor back. Please don't tell Mom. I don't want to add more to her plate.
Fine, but if he doesn't give back your computer monitor by Monday night, he and I are going to exchange words.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
Anytime, kiddo. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Hey, honey, how's your weekend with your father going?
It's going great. We're having tons of fun.
Oh, I'm glad. I do need to talk to you about something.
What? Okay, is everything all right?
Yeah, everything will be. I just need you to tell me the truth.
Okay.
Did you take my jewelry?
What?
My jewelry has gone missing, and some of it I've been collecting for years. I won't be mad if you admit to it, but Evan was saying how he noticed that you were buying a lot more things lately, and I understand that you are a teenager, and most teenagers like shopping and all that. But honey, our finances have been stretched pretty thin lately. I think we need to cut back on our spending.
What?
Please don't fight with me. I just need to know the truth.
Mom, of course I didn't take your jewelry. I had no idea that our finances were tight. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I guess it happened pretty suddenly. Our savings were drained and I haven't had time to sit down and look at our books since I've taken extra shifts at the hospital. But Evan did say that you were asking him for a lot of money, and he's been trying to be a good stepfather figure and can't say no to you. But I know that you're a good kid and that once you know our situation, you would cool it on the spending.
Whoa, Mom, I promised you that I haven't been spending any money.
Really, honey, I promise I won't be mad. I just need you to budget your money more.
I've never asked Evan for money. I don't have a spending problem, and I can't believe you think I would.
It's okay, honey. Lots of people can get addicted to shopping. Heck, sometimes even I go a little spend crazy here and there.
Mom, please listen to me. I haven't asked Evan for money. I haven't been shopping.
Then, where is our money going? Why would Evan lie to me?
I knew something fishy was going on.
What do you mean?
Well, before I left, Evan took away my computer monitor.
He what?
You didn't know?
No, of course I didn't know. Why would he take away your computer monitor? You need that for school.
Exactly. My goodness, I thought I was going crazy by thinking that it was weird to take away what I used to do school with.
Why would he take away your computer?
Because I was apparently selfish and had a bad attitude. He said that if I behaved, he'd think about giving the computer back to me.
Okay, that's out of the question. I'm going to find your computer and put it back. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, you seem so stressed out lately. I didn't want to add any more stress to your life. And I thought he was doing that after talking with you. I didn't know.
Oh, honey, I'd never do something like that. I can't believe Evan would say and do something like that. I really need to speak to him. Wait. Oh my goodness, no.
What? What happened?
All of the money in our account was just withdrawn.
No. Are you serious?
Do you think this has something to do with Evan?
Of course, Mom. He's a real piece of work, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one taking all of our money.
I just can't believe he would do this. I think I'm going to be sick. Honey, we'll lose the house and everything if all of our money's gone.
I won't let that happen.
What do you mean?
Why don't you come and stay with me and Dad for a bit?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Why not? Are you seriously hesitating just because you and Dad divorced?
No, I'm fine with your dad and he's fine with me. I need to speak with Evan. See if this is really him. I just can't wrap my head around him doing something like this.
Mom, look at all the evidence. It's him. I swear it's him.
How can we know for sure?
Just leave that to me. Dad and I are on our way over. Just stay at the house.
Okay.
Everything will be all right, Mom. We won't let Evan get away with this.
What would he even be doing with the money? I mean, it isn't like he's buying anything new. In fact, it's like all of our money is disappearing.
He hasn't told you anything about what he likes to do? Or, I know, where did you meet him?
Well, that was when I went out with my friends to that comedy show. At the casino. Oh no.
What?
I met him at the casino. He had been there for hours before I saw him at the casino bar, and he came up to me. You don't think he has a gambling addiction, do you? God, that's probably it. I should have never trusted him.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I've been letting him lie to me like this. I thought he was a good man.
No, he just talks like a good man. He's a manipulator, Mom. You really had no chance.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you, honey.
I'm glad you believe me now. Now, let's deal with Evan once and for all. Can I borrow $20?
Excuse me? You little brat. How can you continue to ask for money? Don't you know how drained your mother's account is? She barely has anything in there.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, this is all your fault. I saw right through you the minute I met you. From your stinking attitude to the way you never showed me an ounce of respect. You kept playing the whole perfect daughter role. I saw right through it. And I made sure to tell your mother about all the deceit. I made sure to open her eyes to exactly what kind of a daughter you are.
Oh yeah? So it's my fault that our family's account is drained?
Of course it is. You just asked me for money willy-nilly. Now your mother doesn't have anything in her account. And you and your reckless spending habits are putting me and your mother in the hole.
What? Does Mom think this?
It took a while to convince her to see you for who you really are, but yes, she's very disappointed in you, and so am I. So, what are you planning on doing about it?
What do you mean?
Well, I need more money.
You need more money?
I mean, our family needs money. So, how are you gonna repay us? It's the least you can do after being an insufferable brat.
What do you mean?
Do I have to spell it out for you? How are you going to repay us?
I don't know. Maybe sell my monitor.
I've already sold it.
What?
I said I already sold it. Now what?
What do you mean you sold it?
Well, the family's finances have been a mess lately, so I sold it.
What? Then where is that money? That monitor was brand new last year when my dad bought it. That with everything else should have been $1,000 at least.
It's none of your damn business how much I got for it, okay, kid?
Is that why you took away my piano? You sold it?
So what if I did? I'm the adult and I get to make the decisions. I don't need to explain myself to a kid. What your mother and I choose to do with your things doesn't concern you.
Oh, so my mother agreed to sell my things?
Yes. In fact, it was her idea. Now, you haven't given me any solid ideas. I've already sold everything of value in the house.
You what? Is that where my mom's jewelry went? How could you sell her jewelry like that?
Again, kid, I don't explain myself to you, but it was your mother's idea. Why can't you get a job or something like that? A lot of kids your age have been working for a couple of years by now. It's honestly very disappointing that you haven't managed to bring home any income for your family. Do you not care about your family?
I care about my mother.
Exactly. And yet you continue to sit on your butt and do nothing to help our situation. Gosh, you're very selfish. I didn't know how your mother managed until she met me. It's a miracle, honestly. But that's all over. She has me now, and she's never been happier. Now she sees you for the selfish, lazy brat you are. Now enough with this. I need the money right away.
What do you need it for? I thought this money was going toward our family.
Oh, it is. I don't need to explain what I do for work to you anyways. You've already done enough. You've had a bad attitude since the day I moved in, and your outrageous spending habits have caused our family to lose all our money. You destroyed the family, and your mother is paying dearly for it. She is so upset with you.
Why can't you get a job? Something better than selling catalogs or whatever it is that you do.
That's not how this works, kid. You don't get to tell me what I need to do. Your mother and I are very disappointed in your spending habits. You need to pay us back all the money ASAP, or else we'll kick you out.
Oh, really? Because my mother is here with me and we're kicking you out.
What? What the hell do you mean?
Oh, this is all very funny. Getting to the bottom of what happened, but we're done with you now.
What? You're lying. That's all you do is lie. This is just another lie.
Oh, I'm the liar? That's rich coming from you. All you've done is lie this entire conversation. Actually, you've been lying the entire time you've been in our lives. Real rich. Not that you are.
Whatever. I don't care. All of your money is gone, and your family is ruined, while I got to have my fun at the casino for nearly a year.
I knew it. I knew you had a gambling addiction. Looking back at it now, the signs are so obvious. I can't believe you managed to manipulate your way into our lives. At least now we won't have to pay for it, not like you do.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about you or your mom. Now, I'm on my way home and will gather my things and be on my way. Then you'll never see me again.
Oh, don't worry. We've already gathered all your things and have thrown them out on the lawn.
What? Don't touch any of my things. Don't go through any of the boxes.
Why? Scared we're gonna find your stash of cash?
Huh? What stash of cash? I don't know what you're talking about.
God, you're such a terrible liar. $5,600. I'm impressed. We knew that someone with a gambling addiction could save money. Unless this is all the money from our belongings?
No! Stop it! Do not touch my money! Stop looking through my things!
Why? You have more things to hide? Like this slip of paper that says that you owe the casino $10,000 due at the end of this month. Oh, and look, it says it's final notice before they're forced to call the authorities. Tough luck.
No! Oh, you know what? Whatever. That's only enough for you to buy back everything that I've sold. You and your mother will still have nothing after.
Don't be so sure.
What?
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you this because I got the vibe that you were a sleaze, but I've had a job for over a year. I have saved every dollar. Call it a gut instinct, but I kind of figured you were draining our accounts. I didn't say anything because I care about my mom, but let me just say, we're very comfortable now. In fact, I think we'll have more money than was in the count before. That, plus when we report all of our things have been stolen and we suspect pawned, the police will probably put in an order to have all of our things paid and returned to us. My dad is looking into it right now.
Okay, I didn't mean anything I said. I'm sorry. Can you and your mother find it in your hearts to forgive me? I promise that I'll only look out for our best interest.
You know, you should maybe look into stand-up comedy since you make such great jokes. But I think the biggest joke here is you. Goodbye, Evan. Have fun paying off all your debts. When Evan showed up to the house to collect his things, he tried to break into our house. But my dad was right there with the baseball bat and scared him off the property. It turns out that after we filed everything having been stolen and pawned, and knowing exactly who did it with evidence, ensured that all of our things were paid for by Evan. Having that charges, as well as a large outstanding balance that he's not able to pay, left him in a prison cell for a year. We got all of our things back, plus a nice little nest egg for our family. My mother has sworn off dating for now, and instead has been focusing on planning a nice little trip for the two of us.